Welcome to Family Features, a podcast for anyone who wants to experience healthy relationships within their family. This is Dr. Corey Gilbert, and I'm honored to come alongside you to encourage, educate, and equip you as we focus on the different relationships that make us family. Let's get started and focus on today's feature. One of my favorite people to listen to and to learn from has been Dr. Carolyn Leaf. She has excellent advice, and she's comes from the neuroscience side, and she's someone who's brilliant, but she also comes from a very biblically founded place as well. Highly encourage her work, and I'm going to reference her today because of something that I saw her post that was just really helpful, some helpful tips. I'll hopefully put it up here on the screen, but the happiness chemicals and how to hack them. I love this. I am not someone who's very excited about medications. To me, medications are a tool, and for some, they're life-changing and life-altering, but we're too quick to jump there. So let me kind of give you a list of 4 things, 4 kind of areas where we need some help, and then what are some of those steps or tools in our bodies that actually can completely, utterly change your life. The first one is dopamine. You need more dopamine when it comes to just how you feel, and it's the reward chemical. We tend to run to dopamine hits to make us feel better about ourselves or life or something like that. But here are some keys to get that dopamine hit in a healthy way. One is completing just a task. So finishing something. I've been working on a deck outside and cover for our dogs and just kind of to protect from the rain. And it's an amazing feeling to get that completed. Doing self-care activities. Now, what does that look like, self-care activities? A lot of times we are either a little too obsessed with ourselves or we don't take care of ourselves at all. You need to sit in a corner and read a good book. You need to pick up some yarn and crochet a hook and make an afghan. You need to do something, go for a walk. There's some things like that that can change everything to take care of yourself. And what I'm finding with a lot of moms, especially that I work with, they don't need like 6 hours to get away from their kids. They need 30 minutes. They need just a small amount of time, and their life is so different and their mood is different. Eating food. Eating food in general is actually a dopamine hit, but what you eat is actually really critical, and being careful what you eat, because it takes a hit on your body and then you crash if you're not careful. But eating food brings that. And then celebrating little wins. And it's interesting because you can celebrate yours, but you can also celebrate others, and it changes your body. Now, another one is the serotonin, so the mood stabilizer. Some of us really struggle with that. I know I do. And here are some key things that are very helpful to impact your mood. Meditating, running, sun exposure, walk in nature, swimming and cycling. Notice the theme. Get outside, go and do, movement. We need to not do what often is the default for some of us, which is sit or do nothing. Even picking up a good book. We need to move. We need to get outside. We need to get in the sun. We need to get among the trees. We need to do something active. This will absolutely change your mood and not make it to where you don't need certain other chemicals or other things to make you feel better. Now, one of my other favorite one is oxytocin. It's such a great word there. The love hormone. Now, here's some funny ones, and some will hit for you, and some will make sense, and some not. But it doesn't same for me. But playing with a dog, yeah, not for me, but for others, yay! They love that. A little puppy. Playing with a baby, oh, I love that. Holding hands, hugging your family, and giving compliments. Now, I was talking to some freshmen recently at the school I teach at, and what makes me sad is how many of them are like, I've been here 7 weeks, and I haven't had a hug from anybody. That's not okay. Again, we're in a weird space right now, and the need for touch and for healthy eye contact and conversation and maskless conversation is so high, yet we're kind of still in a really scary place if you're not careful. So we need to actually have that touch, have that play, have that encouragement and words of affirmation, and that will increase your oxytocin, which is that love hormone. And then the last one is a big one that many face and struggle with, and it's the endorphin, which is the painkiller. Many people I work with, their default is to cut themselves in a way that does harm, to cover physical harm, to cover emotional pain. So what do we need to do? Laughter, laugh often, essential oils, watch a comedy, dark chocolate, and exercise. Yeah, sensing a theme here. Eat well, get outside, get in the sun. These are some really important ones. Touch. These are powerful. And what's interesting is none of these involve any expense, truly. Maybe the dark chocolate, because you need a lot of it. We need to be around healthy people. We need to be in community. We need to be outside and doing and active. It's one of the things I love about the years that I've been with Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts with my family. Not something I really would have chosen. And I've loved the adventures we've had and the memories we've made and the places we've gotten to go see that I never would have seen otherwise, through backpacking trips and through other adventures that, again, I would not have chosen, but it's changed who I am. And hopefully it's impacted others that we work with, our kids. And it's definitely impacted the other dads in our relationships. So these 4 areas: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. The reward chemical, the love hormone, the mood stabilizer, the painkiller. These can all be treated through conscious actions that don't really come naturally for many of us. It's not something that we actually tend to think to do that when I'm in that moment of need. So think about this, look at this list, take notes of those things that you might be able to change this week, one thing, and start making little changes that will give you great rewards, great benefits, physically, emotionally, relationally, and as a whole. And bless you, and may your family and your family tree be impacted by the habits you set in place today that will actually help them as they launch and as they grow. And as you as a couple, or if you're single, you as a single adult moving towards maybe family or marriage, that you can live a healthy life. Bless you. Thank you for tuning in to the Family Features Podcast. It has been an honor to serve. Find out more about Dr. Gilbert and his resources for you and your family's growth and success at healinglives.com. And if you think you could use some support along the way, be sure to book that call at bookdrg.com. And one more thing, if you found this helpful, please share this podcast with others so that we can change the world together.